Oh, that's so gross. Do you know the kind of smell that comes off of those guys? They don't even. I mean, washing behind their ears is bad enough. There are other parts that they don't wash behind either. I'm just saying. Ew. Oh my god. Ew.
Some say they are sorcerers. But people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays.
Yeah, you mean like the fact that you're 17, you're talking like you're 90? Yeah.
And Warwick says, continue. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. Would be wise not to dismiss such a curious event out of hand.
How about out of mind? Concerning Counselor Jake's murder, you really should call him something else. Why are you convinced it was sorcery was used?
Hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel it in my very whiskers that foul magic was at play.
Right, okay, so what species are you exactly? Because the only whiskers I'm seeing are the ones on your chin, you know? Like maybe... Never mind.
Visit the scene of the crime and I'll bet sardines for salad, you will say the same.
Where did you come up with all of these sayings? I mean, salad is really nice. Why wouldn't you make a bet like that? I mean, sardines are tasty too, and I do like them, especially on a nice Waverly cracker with a little bit of cheese on there, like some Havarti dill. Oh, it's really, really good. Some of that red cocktail sauce that I hate in any other circumstance, except for shrimp. Reminds me of the time my stepfather tried to get me to eat ketchup with eggs. Very first time. So he makes this big plate of scrambled eggs for me. And he's like, you should try that with ketchup on it. And I said, okay, well, put a little ketchup on the side of the plate and I'll, dip my eggs in it and try it. Okay, so he proceeds to put ketchup all over it. Though I told him very specifically, just put it on the side of the plate so I can just try it. Now, it's all over the eggs. So I try it, eggs and ketchup, and I hate it. It's gross. It tastes like shrimp cocktail sauce, which shrimp cocktail sauce is fine with shrimp. But there is this portion of my brain which says if your scrambled eggs taste like shrimp, don't eat it because it's bad. So I said I didn't want it, that I didn't like it because it tasted really weird and gross to me. And he insisted that I had to eat it because otherwise I was wasting food. And so we got into this screaming match back and forth in which I told him, look, motherfucker, I told you, put some on the side and I will taste it, and if I don't like it, I don't want it wasted. But no, you put it all over everything, so you're the one who wasted the eggs, so don't yell at me. And so I basically went to school without breakfast that morning. But I made up for it by having my usual lunch, which consisted of 5 of those, it's like 2 oatmeal raisin cookies with like marshmallow cream in the middle, so it's sort of like a moon pie, but it's like an oatmeal marshmallow pie thing. And I had 5 of those, and a 3 Musketeers bar, and a can of Coke. That was my typical lunch in high school. And I was, 15 pounds underweight because I'd take in all these carbohydrates and then I would burn them off throughout the entire day. It wasn't until I was about 25, that's when I started packing on the weight. See, Domo Sheet, that's yes. So basically, anytime after that he says, you should try this, I'm like, no. Not only would I not let him make me eggs anymore, I wouldn't let him cook for me anymore, unless he was making shrimp etouffee, because he did make a very, very good shrimp etouffee, and so that's kind of where I got my recipe for it. I agree. I completely agree. Sathalin, I completely agree. Anyway, blah, King Legion Guard, blah. Okay, yes, blah, yes, blah, yes, blah, yes, blah, yes, blah, yes, blah, and blah, thank you, good day, kablah. Yeah, kaplah.
Sorcery, sects, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Ahu mentioned?
Sorry, were we talking about sorcerial sex with undead orcs? Because that seems a little bit gross. As the aforementioned don't wash behind their insert body part here. Please note that is parenthetical. I'm not saying insert body part here. Parenthetical.
I mean, I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door. Good on you. These boss men respect compliments, you know. So what did he say? Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature, anyhow.
Avert your gaze and I'll handle this threat for all our sakes.
Fun with Fluids, Volume 4.
I won't let you hurt a horn on her head.
This purring in my left ear is getting a little odd. Oh, it's a water barrel.
This place reeks of orc stench.
Hail, citizen!
Greetings!
Hi. Tell me about this place. Uh-huh, yeah, that's nice. How about this? How about that? Uh-huh, that, uh-huh, and then what? Sorry.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Thanks, nice. Good
Well,
day.
what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature, anyhow.
Is that a
Yes,
okay.
honest pay for honest.
There.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Ferrol's carriage for a joyride?
Oh, knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the lizard councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to youthful gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore,
Sailor, what
that
news from the
loopy
mainland?
legionnaire
Oh, nothing new,
really
sir.
thinks
Zombies,
that orky
skeletons.
charmed
You know
loves
the
it.
story. I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Well, maybe your love in nature needs a little bit of work love to, you know, just saying. Being an information bureau. Very true. That is one thing I don't like about games like this. I very quickly get to a point where I don't want to play the...
Bertia still a right beaut?
Yes, sir. As fine a specimen as one of her stock, sir.
I very quickly get to a point where I don't want to play the game because it's just...
Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Ferrol's carriage for a joyride?
Okay, that's probably a little quieter. Where I don't want to play it because I can't get the guys to shut up. And truth be told, I'm reaching a point... And honestly, I'm kind of getting... This is as far... The first time I played it through, because I tried it out to make sure that I understood how the combat scenario and everything worked. This was as far as I got. Of course, this was as far as I wanted to go, because I, Are you telling me you can't get over that rope? Seriously?
Is that Bertia still a right beaut?
Anyway, this is as far as I went because I knew I was going to be playing this on stream, and I figured I would leave it because by this point I understood most of how the game worked and everything was fine. Now, I'm back here again, and I'm getting back into that I don't want to play this anymore kind of thing. And the problem is, I've been playing this for a grand total of 2 hours, and suddenly I'm like, no.
Is that why we never sail to youthful gore anymore?
This is not a mark of a good game. I'm not saying the game is bad. I'm just saying that if it's only going to really hold my interest for 2 hours before I'm like, okay, it might need a slight difference to the game mechanics if it's oh, that's why I'm hearing cows. Okay. I'm sure that the play the pacing is probably very different. Red Snapper. Oh. So there's a fish pile with nothing in it. Then it can't be much of a fish pile, can it? So you can have a fish rack with no fish on it, but don't show me a fish pile that has no fish in it, because then it's not a pile of fish. And the reason I laugh about the herring thing, or excuse me, the snapper thing, is because, yeah, in World of Warcraft, there was that red snapper thing. You know, the red snapper thing. You know what I mean. Basket of vegetables, which has nothing in it. Why does it look like it has vegetables in it? Vegetables that has cheese in it. And I love the fact that cheese gives you a -1 to dexterity. I find that rather amusing. A golden combat knife. Can you fish in the game? I was just about to check that. Wheat. You can make a healing potion with that in Skyrim. So let's find out if we can fish. Oh, I'm nearing my... No, don't trade places. Oh. Versalite, thank you so much for the thing. Follow, that's the word I was looking for. I'm gonna put all this crap in here. Oh, my lovely collection of shells and skulls and bones. Keep the fish out here because you never know when you might need them. Oh, well, we might want to equip that. Maybe. Okay. Basically, I'm just going to put all my crafting stuff in here. Where's the potato? Where'd it go? Potatoes and fish. Some fluffy stuff, because that's always nice to have the fluffy stuff. Some horrible robes that doesn't go with anything I have. Mortar and pestle. Oh, that gives me an action point. I think I'll put that on. Play. Alright, fish. Fish. Because, you know, otters and fish. Okay. Oh, a tomato. And a hammer. I think that'll do for now. Sort by type. That helped. Okay, good. Knocky, 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 knocky. Sort by type. Fishing pole, that's what I was going to do. Alright. Why didn't they go? Oh, they're over there. Okay. Well, it certainly doesn't look like it, does it? Maybe I just haven't learned how to fish yet. $18 to $30, $12 to $20, $18 to $31. He's wearing a sarong. Ooh. UHF, oh yeah. That was a good movie. You get to drink from the fire hose! What do you want, Skype? What the hell? Oh, it's StarCast. Folks on StarCast. Nobody's talking to me. Okay, so that's fine. I have to start attacking the water to start fishing. Maybe. I doubt it, though. I think it's a bit more likely that I have to figure out how to fish.
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
That's not a good way to sell your wares, lady. Just saying.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rot.
Uh-huh. Hey.
Greetings.
Yeah, hi. Listen. Oh, good. We can train. Would you like to buy a piece of crap bow that I'm never going to use again? Wait. I was talking about breaking these down, wasn't I? Shoot. Oh, that's what I can do. I can identify that stuff. Here, lady, do this thing. No. I just want you to identify it. Identify. Damn it, woman! Meh.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Oh, yeah.
Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving soon as we're packed up.
Greetings.
Yes, move. Hi, Bill.
Farewell.
Yeah, huh? Move. It's, don't run between the bulls, lady. This is not Spain.
I I can't even smell the sea air over this rot.
Maybe you should get fresher fish.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence, you know. So what did he say about it? Day laborers won't suit us, my yes, honest.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I got the foulest of the lot in my racks.
Whoa, lady. Hi, Sergeant Courteous. I bet you're not.
Guard duty is not so bad, eh?
It'd be quite a bit better if I could do it in peace.
Just making conversation, mate.
Mate, he says. We are colleagues, nothing more.
Oh, come now. It's just a turn of phrase.
Will you please turn your phrases elsewhere?
Bitchy. Hi, lady. Listen. Can you identify this thing? No? Okay, never mind. Bye-bye now. No, not that. Oh, my God.
Bye.
That's what I was trying to say. So, yeah, hi, Snow. You're hoping everyone had a great day. Yeah, I presume, I hope everybody had a great day. And whatnot. Though I gotta tell you, this game...
Avert your gaze and I'll handle this threat for all
One
our
day, Moira.
sakes.
She
One
wouldn't hurt
day,
a fly.
you'll show 'em
I
up.
won't let you hurt a horn on her head.
She's the one who's been purring. Okay, I was about to say that this game is really starting to lose my interest. I mean, it's been losing my interest for a while. And I was about to say, I'm just going to go ahead and shut down, you know, half an hour early because it's losing me. This... I was going to say this is starting to get interesting, but there's nothing to it. So...
Greetings.
Who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets? Some predators make great pets. What's this about a charmed orc? My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls when who did I see creeping along the shore with this lovely orcish lady? Have you looked above her neck? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes. Yeah, that's nice. Are you sure you're not the one who's charmed? Because... perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach? Well, clearly she's been eating... You know, it's not a good diet for an orc, I think. She sprang up and began running, bare-clawed towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I was in the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her. You're making it sound like she's a gold-digging bitch. I'm just saying. A vial of love potion shouted over her head, and when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamored. Okay, now it's starting to make a little bit more sense. Though it does kind of raise the question, why are you a guard? Not why are you a guard, but why are you, comma, a guard, comma, carrying a love potion around with you while you're on duty? I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders. Did some of this love potion spill onto you while she was, you know, clam slamming your face? Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. Well, maybe she wanted to just give you a really deep hickey. She may be confined for now, but who's to tell when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds? Well, that's good. Yeah, a bit. Let me tell you what I think. Yeah, a love potion? Tell me more. I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. Okay. Hey, Saurus, welcome. Doing okay. Rapidly losing interest in this game, but doing okay. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Yuthul Gore about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had to act fast or lose this once-in-a-lifetime deal. Oh, I can't tell you how many times I've read that myself. Fortunately, I was never stupid enough to fall for it. I sent away for their world-famous love potion available for a limited time only, and it worked exactly as promised. But apparently only on orcs. You see what a fool my friend has been, spending all his cash on snake oil and bringing a temporarily tranquilized monster into our midst to boot. This is Divinity. How is it? It's... Okay. For someone who, as you know, Saurus, like me, is much more of an RPer, this, while it has hints of the old Neverwinter Nights, Neverwinter Nights 1, although it looks a bit more like Neverwinter Nights 2 in some of the ways that it operates, it's, it's losing me. There's a lot. These three these three options are everywhere. Tell me about yourselves. Let me tell you what I think, and I'll take my leave. It's like if you've got a TV show that has 10 minutes worth of really good plot, and they stretch it out over an hour and a half to try to make a made-for-TV movie out of it. It's kind of what this feels like. It feels like there's a good plot buried in all of this minutia somewhere, but it is taking so much clicking for me to find it. I don't want to mess with it anymore. I'm just like, hell with it. I will happily watch someone else stream it, but I'm at a point where I don't want to stream it, and I sure as hell don't want to. I have other games that would better fill my time. That's not to say that it's a bad game. It's just to say that for me, this is not necessarily interesting. Basically Dragon Ball Z. I don't think it's that bad. But it is a little bit rough. Now, and granted I haven't gotten very far. And my understanding is that as you go, you get more people in your party, which is what this thing up here is for, because you can change what formation your people move in and whatnot. So apparently you can have as many as 4 people in your party, which would probably be quite cool. It also reminds me a bit of Dragon Age. You know, there was a bit of this in Dragon Age, but Dragon Age had a lot of very dense plot, and there was stuff going on all over the place. Everywhere you turned, there was something that felt visceral about it. And it didn't feel like this. Yeah. It just feels like there comes a point where you just wind up glossing over a lot of the things because they feel very repetitious. You see, he believed it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. That's not bad. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to save him from his murderous darlings. That's kind of funny. Except for the fact, of course, that Roderick doesn't use a sword. All right, Trilarian. All right, that does kind of make sense. How long is tutorial mode, though? I mean, am I out of tutorial mode now? Or am I still in it? She's got to be put down. This love potion is as dodgy as it sounds. She could come to her vicious senses at any time. Let her live. If that potion was truly worthless, it wouldn't have been able to charm her in the first place. In this docile state, she may prove to be a source of valuable information. That is also true. I'm going to go with that one. You would trust a quack magazine from Youthful Gore? Well, I've never been there. She's clearly liable to snap at any time. I don't know about clearly. It's possible she could snap, but it's not clear that she'd snap at any time. And I think it's far more likely that the information she could provide while she is still what a lot of furries refer to as Murray Purry, we could potentially do the thing. Did I pronounce it correct? Okay, yeah. I am... One of the things for me is that I am kind of hell-bent on pronouncing people's names correctly. That's why when it's people that I keep flip-flopping back and forth, like Rada/Raid, I know we've talked about it before, and I know that, you know, a lot of people are like, I don't care, whichever. You just walked through a door, lady. But, and a lot of times people are like, I don't care, whatever, it's fine. I'm like, no, how do you pronounce your name? See, it's like, what the Fluffosaurus? I know he usually just goes by Saurus, and I tend to call him that, but whenever I say the full name, instead of being like WTFosaurus, which I also say sometimes, but I do love saying what the Fluffosaurus, because it kind of makes people, what? You know, sort of do a little bit of a double take. Oh, no, you should just trust in the potion, because it's entirely possible, Marius. We may well...
Avast virus database has been updated.
Thank you, Avast. Could you please shut up while I'm talking? Yes, I think we're all going to regret this. Yeah, bye.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence, you know. So what do they say? Well, day labor's more suited to
Oh,
my
she's a
nature
bit
anyway.
creepy. Uh-huh. So I guess
This
that's...
place reeks of orc stench.
Well, it's because she's probably been here pouring her orc juices all over the cobblestone. That's not really cobblestone, but still.
One day, Moira. One day.
Hey, Divinity. Trilarian, thank you so much. I'm just gonna go... Well, wait, did I...
Avert your gaze and I'll handle this threat for all our...
No, thank you, no. Let's just get the fuck out of Dodge!
And then I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door. Good on you! These boss men respect confidence, you know. So what did he say? Well, what does it matter? Day labor's more suited to my nature anyhow. Yes, honest pay, honest day.
I have a question for the two of you. My question is this. How many times in a day do the two of you have this same conversation over and over and over again? Because I know it's getting on my nerves. Don't walk away when I'm talking to you, you skinny little twit. You.
Greetings.
Yeah, hi. Got a question for you. How many times a day oh, never mind. So what was up with that burning ship? Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, I did rescue her from a watery grave, but she's sort of like coasting on top of a watery grave all the time. Rescuing her from a watery grave would be pulling her into a dry dock, really. Because otherwise she's always, it's like having sex on top of her own watery grave, sort of flirting with death all the time. That's what it's like, I'm just saying. So, yeah, right, okay, good evening, Jimmy. Sorry. Fluffalicious there sort of threw my internal clock off, sorry. So tell me about yourself. How do you like being bald? Oh, you know. No, I don't. That's why I asked. Tell me about Sicil. I've never been here before. We was actually coming in on the ship and the captain wouldn't bring us in because he said there was orcs blocking our passage, which sounds a bit like a cock block to me, you know. Anyway, so he puts us in this little boat, right? We pull in, like we put in on the beach, and it's just full of water everywhere. I was bailing like mad the whole time, right? So I make herself, right? She's paddling away. They didn't really give us a paddle for the dinghy. I think it's the dinghy, but it's a big dinghy, which is what the cabin boy said about the captain, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so
Is that Bristol? Okay, I don't know enough about English accents to be able to identify which one comes from where. So, I mean, I know when one sounds northern, because whenever I do my sort of Scottish thing, that everybody's like, oh, that's totally not Glaswegian. I'm like, it's not what? So, apparently it's Edinburghian. Edinburgh. Ed and his bro. Anyway.
So the captain, he didn't give us a paddle for her to use because he thought she was so dainty. So he gave her like a silver teaspoon to paddle this. We got an entire little. It's like a double wide canoe, and we got to paddle the whole thing. I don't understand.
Oh, meant to say British. Well, I would have to know what Bristolian sounds like. Because, like I said, I don't know them by name well enough. If you could give me an example of what one sounds like, I could probably mimic it. But I don't know them well enough to be able to just, you know, knock them out like that. Yeah, probably.
So what's the latest gossip?
Orcs aren't so different, because there's 3 F's in that word. D-I-F-F-F. From us humans. Simple pleasures, like long walks on the beach and playing in the sand, are just as enjoyable for them as anyone. You know, actually that's a good point, Soros. I will have to shut this down pretty soon. And it's... Is it bad? Is it a bad indication of the way things are going with this game that I'm having more fun making fun of it than I am actually playing the game? Poor man deserved much better, like maybe a knife in the back or something. I hope they hang on to his wife. Oh, I hope they hang his wife Esmeralda. She's as guilty as sin. Original sin? What about the attacks upon the harbor? Many of us nearly lost our own lives in the debacle. Well, who others' lives are you going to lose? Right, but that was not for accent. It was all hands on deck, and anyone who could wield a pitchfork was armed and ready to hold the line. Okay. You're kind of mixing your metaphors there a little bit, because if it's all hands on deck, you probably shouldn't be wielding a pitchfork. It's not often that pitchforks are used on ships. And I don't mean used on ships, like stabbing a ship with a pitchfork. But, nah.
So tell me about the Legion.
I think some of us natives forget how grim things were before the Legion stepped in. No fortification. I thought it said, for a moment, I thought it said no notifications. I was like Twitch, you know, putting in the content ID stuff. Anyway, not stopping for a deranged zombie from snatching your feet out from under you. Or maybe the rest of you. I mean, maybe you've got, you know, a zombie who's a bit of a pedophile with nibbling on toes, which I believe is called shrimping. But anyway, all people notice these days is that things have been mostly static for the last 2 years. So what do you know about the undead plague? They came out of nowhere. Most things generally don't do that. I mean, sometimes they do, but you know. About 2 years ago now, the very heart of winter. So, a year and a half ago, I smelt them before I saw them in the night. I mean, I know what he's trying to say there. Just, it's odd to use the word smelt, which is a bit of a vernacular and kind of a period thing when most of the rest of this dialogue hasn't been that far in character. I don't know. Anyway, torchlight reflected in their eyes, those of them that had them, like it does in Predators, but these were no wolves. These were our ancestors come to devour their offspring. Okay. Orcs? Doubt that even the orcs are so dumb-witted as to want to seize control of a half-dead city flanked by an incorrigible plague of skeletons. What else could explain that I almost mispronounced that. That barbarous assault on the harbor. The one you already told me about? Yeah, I know. So what can you tell me about this horrid skeleton-beflanked city? Can you tell this is the most ancient city in the realm? Yes, because there are skeletons all over the place. That pagan statue jutting out from the harbor is thousands of years old. In fact, if an orcish cannon damages any of the ancient structures, they'll be held to pay. Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Okay, yeah, bye. Alright, I'm gonna get out of range of listening to that bitch. No, I agree, Sutherland. I mean, just as somebody who has worked for a major game publisher, it just kind of, it just gets to me. A simple spell check would have caught that.
And then I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold beat an hour, I'll walk out.
Shut up. I would rather listen to the cows lowing. By the way, when cows make the sound that they make, that one, it's called lowing. Not mooing, lowing. Anyway. Okay, I need to...
Sigh seal, shiver me timbers and slither me heels.
Hang on.
I can't even smell the sea air.
Hang on, you. Hey, oi.
Greetings.
Yeah, hi. Listen, can we talk to you about not slithering your heels in the middle of the street, especially not when you're standing near your cattle? All right, you got two bulls. Bulls, not balls. Two of them. Count it. 1, 2. Two bulls. Two bulls. And you're talking about slithering your heels around your cow, bulls, with your balls. Just saying, it's a bit nasty.
That's right, SodaStream, you have learnt. You kinda would go. Hey, do you know what this is? No. Dick. Okay.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Thanks very much. I'm gonna... hopefully go up here where I can't hear those people anymore. Hey, look at all the dead people!
Hi, dead people. How you doing?
Slimy, reeking, rotten.
I wonder if there's... I should probably go and check these guys. I agree. I would rather have typos. No, not loaning. Lowing, like L-O-W. I believe that's how it's spelled. Yes, L-O-W-I-N-G. I learned that from
Greetings.
Yeah, hi. Can I get out through the door? Yes. Yay! Did you see his clap? He's like, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Anyway, I'm sorry. I learned it from a Jethro Tull song. A Jethro Tull song called Velvet Green, which is about a girl who, she's a slut. Oh my god, she's a slut. And she has this one particular field. She likes to take every guy she meets to just knock boots. Because, you know, it's very short, soft, velvety grass. There's a line in this, anyway, it talks about cows lowing, and that's where I first learned about that. If you're gonna go take a poo in the loo. A party of two there? Yes, I have a party of two here. Anyway, there's a part in the song Velvet Green by Jethro Tull, which is on the album Broadsword and the Beast, I think. Anyway, there's a part where, towards the end of the song, where it talks about, or the lines are, on golden daffodils to catch the silver stream, and I'm like, that is so naughty. I like it. It's come about loom. Okay. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream, or something like that. Anyway, it's a cool song. Yeah, that particular line is very nasty. It's dirty. And I still need to go and get ready for the thing. I will finish this conversation with this personage. I'll be a little red imp's uncle. Boy, I really thought that said something else. The Source Hunter. There's actually two of us. Thank you very much for not noticing red back there. Sorry for the gruff treatment. It really wasn't gruff treatment. You just kind of said, no, sorry, you can't open the gates. So, are you saying you want me to say that? Because it's going to take me a couple of times through before my mouth is going to want to wrap around those particular words. I really needed to be careful how I phrase that with Snow in the chat. See, that's kind of... Well, I saw Little Red Imp, but I didn't see the word uncle after that. I think my brain processed it as pimple, as if to indicate that they are not very well hung. Or something. Okay. I was going to say that, I mean, usually when I'm doing narration or I'm doing like an audiobook or something, I only have, once I start reading it, or if I'm doing an audition for a commercial or something, I have to read the script like once or twice. But those are written in fairly normal speech. So something like that, I would probably have to go through it 4 or 5 or 6 or 18 times before my brain would wrap around how it's supposed to sound and the way that all my various mouth parts are supposed to move. So, civilians aren't allowed outside this gate? You can see security is tighter than ever around here since the surprise attack the orcs put up a fortnight ago. Actually, no, I just got into this town for the first time, so I have no frame of reference for what this security was like before this. As far as I know, this is normal security. They certainly did enough damage to shake up Arhu and Captain Arius something fierce. Okay. So, open the gate, please. Certainly. Is that all it takes? And oh, well, yeah, you do know I'm a sword hunter. Though it's a shame we can't lend you our swords on your expedition.
Bye.
Yeah, okay, bye. See you later. Lovely. So nice to talking to ya. It's an auto say. Please don't close the gate behind me. Another horny oak. Another horny oak with a shocking touch scroll. One of the things I hate the most about winter, and why I'm really glad that you typically cannot hit yourself with static electricity, because that would make some moments very uncomfortable. Only for a brief moment, but still.
The Sicilians retreated from this battle. But what about the orcs?
Either they've taken to the sea or set up an encampment in yonder caves.
Yonder.
Keep your weapon at the ready.
Yeah, it's on my back where it always is. Ooh. No. Okay, I'm gonna go back into town. Presuming, of course, I can get back into town. Okay, you can close that. Okay, you can close it. That's alright, I'll get it. Dick. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this here because I have to get ready for the show. For the shoe. For those of you...
Can't even smell the sea air over
Shut up. For those of you who have never seen Starcast, please feel free to come and watch it. It'll be over on Geek Domo's channel. However, I will be hosting Geek Domo, so you will be able to watch it here, but obviously you won't be able to talk to us in the chat unless you've got the chat from his window opened up. So it's just easiest to go over to his channel, honestly. I don't know, ZodaStream. I think what it is, I think it's like a telekinetic thing. I think I just willed the door shut because I wanted it closed so badly. Anyway. So yeah, if you are familiar with Star Citizen, you know, feel free to come over and watch. If you are not familiar with Star Citizen, please feel free to come over and watch, because that would be fine too. Yes, thank you, Nightbot. That would be the geese. Not that would not be the geese. I heard geese in the game. So yeah, feel free to come on over and watch it. We'll be starting it up in just about 15 minutes. Probably closer to 10 minutes by the time you see this. We may be starting late because, you know, we do that a lot. But yeah, it's definitely well worth seeing, and we try to get a little bit vapid, which if you don't know what vapid is, come over and we'll show you. Vapid is when you say a lot, or you say a lot of words, but you don't really say much. Sort of like the conversations in this game. Oh! Anyway. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. I will probably stream again at some point during the weekend. We don't have, if I remember correctly, we don't have a Friday night show tomorrow, because I think Rico is off following his French-Canadian trader roots and portaging, looking for beaver skins across the Great Canadian Plains or something. I don't know what he's doing. It's a thing. Anyway, so, right. I will see you next time, and until next time, it's like the Incredible Hulk walking away music, but most of you are probably too young to know what that is. Blah. Until next time, be careless.